Hi guys, so this is my special request and it's called Ikokore Ijebu. It's a special Ijebu delicacy which I'm adding some starch to it by adding a lot of proteins: beef, pomo, fish, crayfish, of course the water yam, seasonings, and a special secret recipe called Ogiri Ijebu. Of course, Ijebus love their Ogiri. Of course, the water yam, Peppermix. If you have stock in the house, please do, and of course, palm oil. So the first thing we do is to cut all our proteins into tiny chunks. So with every spoonful, you have a protein to go along with it. So you cut the pomo and beef, debone the fish and cut into tiny pieces. Also the dry crayfish. So do this and set aside. Then you take the water yam and cut into big chunks. Be careful with water yam because if you're not careful and the water splashes on you or touches your body, it can be really scratchy and that's very uncomfortable. Anyway, you peel the yam and wash thoroughly. Okay, so after washing the yam thoroughly, you take the grater, this part of the grater, and grate the yam. Don't worry if you see it darkening a bit. Water yam has a tendency to do that. It oxidizes pretty fast, so that's fine. Then afterwards, you take the small chunks out of the yam and then knead thoroughly to avoid since too soft and some parts being not soft. So when you check the consistency, all of them have the same thickness. It's fine. After that, you add some salt to taste, depends on how you want the salt, and then knead again to evenly distribute the salt. Then in a pot, take the Peppermix, the stock, and you can add some water to fill it. Then you boil all the proteins for about 5 to 10 minutes. Pour everything in pots and then add some salt and seasoning. Now, let me explain about the secret ingredient called the Ogiri Ijebu. It's an acquired taste and also an acquired smell, but it can't be denied. It's a creamy paste, but it is very pungent. So, but the Ijebus love it, and I love it. Tell you, I grew up eating Ijebu, egusi and anything Ijebu really. So you mix all this together and let it boil for another 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes basically, and then you check for salt. While checking for salt, I noticed that I needed a little bit of pepper because I love peppery stuff, so I added a bit. If you need to add more water, please do at this point because you need the lumps of the water yam to be covered. So after this, you start adding, the lumps in tiny bits. It floats, so you might need, the spoon to, create space for the next set. So you do this. So after doing this, you add the palm oil. You should see this. You should, if you were here with me, the smell at this point, felt like eating it, but wasn't ready. So you add the palm oil and then you cover and let this cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. So when you open and the bubble comes up, I use, it depends on you. There are some people who like chunks, but I'm a fan of, chunks in my porridge. But if you don't, you can use the wooden spoon or ladle to break the chunks into tinier, chunks. That depends on you. But anyway, you mix this thoroughly and your ikokore is ready. Ah, heavenly smell. So let this simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. And here we go. Our Ikokore elemimeji as usual. I couldn't help myself. I had to have a taste. Guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you for watching. Looking forward to the next one. Bye guys.